Some 500 million years ago, plants evolved the ability to grow on land. They moved out of the ocean, and, briefly free from competition, the plants multiplied, covering the land. Then, millions of years later, animals followed them. And some of those animals began to eat the defenseless plants. Vegetarians, after all, from a plant's perspective, are predators. But did the plants have to just sit there and take it? No. So they fought back.
As any biologist can tell you, it's relatively easy and extremely common to evolve the ability to make poisons. So these plants developed poisons and thus began an evolutionary arms race, a common theme in biology in many systems, as on one side, the plants develop more potent, toxic, and deadly weapons, and the animals evolve ways to deal with them, to get around the weapons, and somehow still make a feast of the plants. So what do we have here? What dominates this view of our internal organs? Right here, the liver. This giant organ is our biggest internal organ. Now, we all know what the stomach does, right? It digests food. The liver, it just sits there, right? No, it does a lot of things. It evolved so that we could neutralize the poisons that the plants were throwing at us to keep them from being eaten. Over millions of years, our ancestors suffered terrible poisons. And that gave the selective pressure, leading to the livers we have today. These livers didn't evolve so that you could hang out and enjoy a Bud Light at the football game. They evolved before any of that. So, if we take a look at some of these deadly toxins, there's two of them right here. Or one. Are these the same? How many people think they're the same? You see the difference? It's easy to miss. There it is. Those are the molecules of caffeine and theobromide, which is the main ingredient in chocolate, making the chocolate. This deadly alkaloid chemical warfare agent that you hold in your hand is still poisonous to many animals today. A lot of us know you don't give chocolate to dogs, right? Still poisonous to many animals today. We are one of the lines that descended from ancestors that developed defenses to this, and now we enjoy it. These plants made a lot of other weapons too. You've probably heard of a lot of them, such as nicotine, cocaine, and strychnine. Caffeine, like chocolate, can be very tempting. I enjoy it myself, as many of us Unitarians do. Eat coffee. Chocolate and caffeine are gifts of love from our distant ancestors who had to struggle just to survive. And so, chocolate makes such a perfect fit today. Today, when we have Darwin's birthday, Darwin Day, just a couple days ago, and today Valentine's Day, happy Valentine's Day, everyone. So, go ahead, unwrap, enjoy your chocolate, savor that chocolate. Allow it for a minute to help you remember these gifts of love from our ancestors. Now, today, very few people think of this as a chemical weapon. Today, people think of it as an enjoyable treat, as we all know, and that's because we've reached a joyful truce with these plants. These plants that used to evolve anything they could to try to kill us, so that we wouldn't kill them in turn. We may enjoy our chocolate, but if you think about it, I'm not so sure that we got the best side of this truce. Because they got an awful nice benefit too. These plants that we used to make chocolate now flourish in huge fields, planted, grown, protected, and tended by their human servants. Evolution, so often thought of as competition, often, very often, involves cooperation. Cooperation where two species or more find ways to benefit each other. We could be talking about the pollination of plants by insects. We could be talking about a number of different types of symbiosis like that. And in all of them, we see the same thing. That when evolution favors cooperation, everyone wins. Enjoy your chocolate. You may never see it the same again.